it's a pragmatic approach, Dan, that's needed and necessary. You have to put it in context, obviously, of Saudi Arabia running a budget deficit now since 2014, given lower oil prices. And the likelihood is, looking out, if you're looking at future growth, economic growth globally, it's still likely to remain below the required price, around $80 for the budget. That now, that with the oil price around $50, assumes another deficit next year. The assumption is that the budget deficit will fall to around 5% next year. But that, of course, is dependent upon, as I just said, economic growth globally, the demand for oil, and what's going to happen elsewhere in other factors. And I'm concerned that they may have to look and tweak again this budget probably towards the end of the first quarter next year.
So when it comes to the outlook, Saudi Arabia also saying that the budget deficit will almost fall to completely neutral by 2023. They're saying they're going to be able to eradicate it despite those concerns that you raise. Is that realistic in this environment when we see oil tracking at just $50 a barrel and clearly major concerns about the economic outlook globally moving forward?
Yeah, I have to say that's optimistic, if I'm being polite. I remember, Dan, a long time ago, 25 years ago, I listed the first vehicle which allowed foreigners to invest in the Saudi Arabian market. It was a $250 million country fund. And all of the risk issues we then mentioned are now here. They've been here actually for a few years. And the issue is we need greater fiscal discipline. So I think what we're going to see in Saudi Arabia is a far greater push with Saudization. It's still the case that around 60% of the population, of working population, work for the government. That's going to have to change. And the private sector is going to have to wean itself off still further and much more quickly, government spending. So I think that there's still considerable tweaking and sometimes transformation to come from both the government and its spending and the priorities within Saudi Arabia, and from the private sector to diversify further to ensure that you've got a greater, more circular economy that's not less dependent on government spending.